Hello and a welcome to Siberia Gaming. It's a pleasure to have you guys here today. I am super stoked, ready to get started in this lovely adventure. We have one main goal today, and that is to build up our ship. I don't know 100% if we're getting out of the planet today, but we're going to do everything possible in preparations to do so. So let's get into some gameplay. Let's check this out. So we are familiar here with our um, starter pod that we got dropped on this planet with. And I'm super stoked that we are still carrying it with us. It is still functioning, it is still working. And the idea is to carry it along the entire ride with me. So join me as I finish preparations on this lovely ship here that I've been working on. So on the last episode, we managed to set up some thrusters on it and get a general shape, right? Little by little, it's taking shape. I placed some hydrogen engines on it. I want to get rid of that wind tower. I just been delaying on that because I do need the power at the moment. And let me see if my batteries got done making already. I did place some batteries in here. Look at that. We have 8 new batteries, and they are doing their thing. So let's get into our character here and start doing some work. Welcome, guys. Welcome. It's nice to have you guys here. I hope you enjoyed the series as much as I have been. We did some work on our miner on the last stream, and this miner is working perfectly now. I went ahead and upgraded it with the new drills, right? I did equip it with some oxygen tanks and also some hydrogen tanks. We also went ahead and did some work on our rover. The rover's looking good. I still have a little bit more room inside that I can detail, but you can see through here. We went ahead and put in a nice console. I upgraded the seat on it, and it's looking lovely. Drives amazing. Already did a good test on it on the last stream where we were able to go out, salvage a wreck, collect some parts that we have been using here to build up this ship. And so just a little walkthrough again. The way to get back up to the top of the ship will be through the refineries here. I have been considering this here will need to be airtight in one way or another. That's something that I have to do a little bit of work on. And eventually up here will be farm area and also living headquarters. So what I added on here were these new hydrogen tanks. Super stoked about them. They look awesome, this new update here. And I think it's gonna be great. I think this is gonna work out just fine. I have all of them stockpiled to one tank on this side here. This particular one here, which I could actually take them off of stockpile, to be honest. Stockpile off. We have about 19% of ice, and then we should have these engines here running. The new model hydrogen engines here. I love these guys with these new little tabs here that open up, little slideys. Look at that, just looks so cool. Look at all the moving parts in there. These are very lovely. We should be able to be generating power now. Let's take a look at the batteries really quickly. Yeah, recharged in 5 hours. So while I am building, I am going to every now and then be jumping in this miner here and going to collect a little bit of ice, which I'm going to start off by doing that now. Do I have anything in my inventory? Let me make sure I am empty. Yeah, it's empty enough. And we're just gonna ride right here, not far. Collect ice, fill this guy up, and just keep the ice production going. I don't have that much rush. It's more for the engine to keep the hydrogen engines to keep running, really, and just a stronger source of power than what I've had in the past with just those windmills. But collect some of these, and I am excited to get into ship design here. This should be a lot of fun, and I should be able to get a lot done today. The main point is to make this a livable ship, right? Oh, what did I do? My batteries are dead, really? That's not good. What did I do? Reactors. I do have power. Let's set my battery to recharge for a minute. Just leave it here. Yeah, just leave it here for a minute. It's okay. Just leave that guy there for a minute. He'll be okay. I'll go back and get him. I must have put something on recharge over here and I forgot, and it drained them. But what are my batteries looking like on this rover? Make sure I don't make another mistake like that. Let's take a look here. Batteries. So these particular batteries recharged in 4 hours. The ship batteries recharged in 5. My engine's just built, so maybe maybe that's what happened there. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I could connect this guy to it. Let's see. Yeah, let's get this little guy here. Throw him over there. That was silly. If I put him on here, I can use the power on this to make it fly. I will need a connector, however. Let me see if I have parts for it that I can just toss a connector on top here. Let's see. Connector, give me a small one. Yeah, one of these guys here. I will, let's see, that's not the spot for it. That's not it. Go right back there. But right here should be, it's not gonna connect, is it? Will you connect right there? You will. Perfect. There you go. You go get some parts really quickly. Get some parts and get that little connector going. We'll just use little Blue Angel to charge it up and bring it back. It should be fine. Let's go. There we go. Connect you up there. Lock it up. I do need to set this here to not be used with parking. Off. Okay. And let's see here. Yeah, you get a good angle. My battery set to charge is at 2%. Yeah, there we go. Oop, I have my dampeners off. I just need to make it back to the ship. I don't know what happened there. Battery's at 1%. This is not good. We have a little bit of power. Nope, nope. This is not good. This is not good. Did I destroy this whole thing again? I might have. Okay, just leave it be. Put the batteries on charge. Time will fix that. I'm not worried about it. Okay, so what I've been wanting to do here, right, on these side panels that I kind of closed off here, let me go ahead and open these up. So I wanted to extend a little bit the side of the garage, so I can do some detailing in there. Now, one of the other things that I've been thinking about a little bit is where I place these large cargos. And I think that something that would be convenient here is if I moved them down to where these tanks are. That way I can open up that top area and have more room up there. So I would then instead have these cargos over here, right? So let me get a cargo so I can put that there. Why do I get the little ones? Let's get the big ones. One of these here, for example, right? Place it right there. And I can have both my cargos there. And then here is where I'll have some detail area for the garage. I can even expand that out a little bit more. And I can get rid of these cargos up here, leaving that top a little bit more flat. I think it'll be a better area for me to do my farms. So that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna let these cargos build up first before I transfer everything over. Let's make some room here. And I do plan on spending some time on this build today. I feel like I've been not neglecting it because we've been doing other stuff, right? Other necessary stuff, but at the same time, I kind of want to get things moving here with all of this. The other thing I'm going to do is move my my farms temporarily to the side here. So we have 3 farms on each side. I'm going to move these guys there. Let's get some algae farms, right? Move them to the side here. Like so. So they're out of the way up there. Same thing on this side. Move them here. Go ahead and do algae farms here. And I do plan on making this a lot nicer in the long run here. Just going to take me a little bit of time, which is okay. It's part of the process. We'll go ahead and start emptying this stuff out. There we go. And eventually getting rid of that, those 2 cargos up there should be the way to go about it. Let's get rid of this in here. There we go. Get rid of these guys. Yeah. We are connected to the system down there that is connected to the build and repairs. So what's in here? A lot of stuff. Let's see. Large cargo. That is not this one. Another one of the large cargos from that I just placed. These guys here. So I can transfer everything there. That should be good. Alright, okay. This thing is still... This is cargo 3. Let's see. Large cargo... why is this one called 3 as well? Let's just manually do it really quickly. Get rid of it so I can grind it down. There we go. Getting rid of it.
Inventory full.
Put everything in here. Just like that. So, as you can see, now we're starting to take shape up here. Things are going to... we're going to have more room up here to do things. This guy's empty. Perfect. Let's get him out of here. And I can get rid of this connector. Pop everything in here for now. This connector, these two here. The food processor can be moved somewhere else. Let's see here. Okay, that's fine. We do have a connecting point here, right? So essentially what I wanted to do is just close off this area here, this section. And this will help us with air tightness down there later. Like so. The issue now is that these guys are not connected, our hydrogen engines and H2O2s. And just to simplify things here, I'm going to pop them, I think right here. Do I have room over here? 4 thrusters.
Fuel low.
Get some fuel. I did have to add a mod to get the fuel low messages to stop. Those were going kind of crazy. Since the last update, there was that bug that they just didn't. It just didn't behave correctly. Am I out of ice in here? Let's see. No, I do have ice. It won't connect there. Okay, well. I'll have to get my bottles filled here. Let's go into hydrogen tank here. Okay, tank. Auto refill. And then that should do it. Now I got my bottles filled again. I have to continuously remember to eat the kelp crisps so I don't die. Alright, cool. So this is being taken care of. It's doing its thing. This is what I wanted to modify here to create a little bit more room. So let's go ahead and gain that room to do this. I think I'm going to leave 1 block worth of space here. I have to figure out the pressurization, how that's going to work out inside. Oh no. If you're new to my channel, welcome. You are super welcomed here. We are building our spaceship here. Today is all about ship design, getting things looking cozy, pretty, comfortable. This will be our living space that we will be traveling and exploring outside of this planet in. So I want to make it nice and comfortable. Nice and comfortable so that we can, you know, do lots of space exploration in it. Let's check this out here. So now that everything is opened, I want to give myself as much room as possible inside the garage area here. Let me take that down over there. I could take this lower part out as well. Let me walk here and see what that feels like. So our door is here, right? We come in from the outside through here. And then I will have the rover up here. Gives us plenty of... gives us a nice way to just work with it from up here. I would love to be able to access that top section, which I could technically put, I guess, stairs over here. That would be a little weird. Not loving it. Let's see. This here is part of a block. What are you holding? could be something. This could be the way that we go up there. Okay, stairs. Let's get some... we have so many new stair blocks now, which I'm kind of excited about. These are kind of cool. But let's see. I think that the best way, if I simply put regular stairs here, right? Get some parts for it. I do this. Then I have access to up here, right? I would have to close this off and that off, which should be easy to do. I think I am going to take this part out. Yeah. Get this line of blocks out of here. Just try to optimize the space here. So for example, if I close this off, let's say with something like this, right? And I can close that part from the inside over there with maybe a hallway or something. I think maybe even so that I can, yeah, I think this here would be the best way. This expands us out. We have plenty of walking room in there, right? Maybe even do something like this to come all the way out. And I can maybe do windows and things like that right down here. I don't know how pressurization is gonna work with this, but we'll figure it out. But let's see. What do they call those? The hallways? Not the hallways. The passageways. Maybe one of these here could be. No, there's a different one called. What are they called? Corridors. Yeah, these. I can maybe do a one of these here. And that should take care of the pressurization in this section, right? And then I can put other blocks here to take care of things. Okay, so this is an option. Let me go ahead and repeat the same on the other side. Over here. And get rid of this section. And then I will repeat the same thing on this side with the slopes here. Give us more walking room, whatnot. I did close it off like so, and then the half. Yeah, so let's take a look at that. So from the bottom here, it'll look like that. Okay, cool. Put stairs here. Stairs right there. Sorry about the scratchy throat, guys. It's just been very cold out here, and I ended up with the flu. Cold, I should say. So I'm just kind of recovering from that. And then our corridor here. I know I'll need this eventually for pressurization reasons, right? Potentially I can even put a door here just to make it look nice. Could be. See how we feel about that. So yeah, I walk in through here, right, from the outside. Go back up here. I have the choice to go all the way up top or make a left or a right and come over here. This gives me side access to the rover, so I can work on things from here. And also, I have access to cargo and things like that over here. So now I'd like to close this off. How do I want to close this off? Let's see. I think that what I'll do is use these blocks, like so. And that could be that connecting point all the way up to here. Do I want one of these right there? Yeah, why not? I might play around with that later. But this here would be like a window area. Over here, like a little lookout. I think that would be kind of interesting. Let me repeat it on the other side. Yeah, let's do that all the way out this way. Cool. So that kind of matches the bottom edge of the tanks there, and also the cargo. How's my miner? Are you better yet? At 9%. I should be able to bring him up there now, right? Without creating another fiasco. And I just and oh yeah, and I cut my connector out of here, which is not good. It's alright, I can just put a little one right there. Oh, I have to charge my survival pod. That little guy is running low. Let's turn on his engine, leave him running. Yeah, get some power on in him. He's got a full tank here, so we'll just let that tank run out, and that should take care of the batteries. Yeah, it's at 23%, so it's not dead. Like my miner here. Okay, if I... Let me move this forward slightly. And I'm just gonna do a quick fix here. Let's do a conveyor, a connector, and that way it's just plugged in and I can just charge it from here. Get one of these here. A quick fix to get this guy back in the air. We are gonna need a lot of ice throughout the day, so it's important for him to be running right. And I can charge the little flyer along with it once it's connected. Let's see here. Fly, baby, fly. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. Locked. Battery charge. Battery the Blue Angel. Let's do, yeah, that one's on recharge as well. Cool. I just figured out what, that's right, I put an event controller on the Blue Angel. I forgot about that. So when I park it, it automatically takes that battery, puts it on recharge. I was using, never mind. Noob, total noob move of mine right there. I'll own up to it. It is what it is. All right, I'm going to add some blocks here, close this off. Like so. I think I should do the same here because pressurization, like so, right? We can do that all the way up to here again, matching those connection points there, and that gives us an overall general view of what that's going to look like, right? So I have like the work area, work bay down there to take care of the rover. Up here I'll have some windows. I don't know, maybe bedrooms or something. I don't know. Maybe I kind of wanted bedrooms up here, to be honest with you. We'll see how that works. For now, that's the general setup there. Let me match that on the other side. I think this is going to end up looking pretty decent overall. Let's see, we'll go ahead and block this guy off as well, like so. Get this block here to create that shape that we were going after. Yeah, it's important that my miner's up and running today. I might need more materials later. Can't let them die, guys. Can't let them die. The other thing I wanted to do, was when I looked at this here, I kind of don't like the fact that the hangar doors are exposed like that up front here. I was thinking about giving it kind of like a little little hat. Is that even correct? You call that a hat? Not really a hat, but like just like a little pull down area over here. And I was trying to make something look kind of interesting here. Not too sure what to do yet. I'm thinking something like this. Maybe we can do that, that. And then I can have some beam blocks here. Just for a little extra detail. We're not gonna go too crazy heavy into detail work just yet. I like to get my general shapes built, but at first, you know, that's usually the best way to go about it. Get the general shapes built and then go for details. But that's something that I might want to do here. And then the other side of it was to drop it down like so. Let's see here. It's not it. Is it? Is that where I connect? I think so. That would be a regular block. Yeah, that could be it. That could work. So let's do that here too. Regular block. Eat a kelp crisp by accident. But no worries, we need them. And then I can close this section off. Right? Creating that general shape there. So this is where the rover comes in to park. There we have it, there we have it. That gives it a nicer look, I think. A little bit of a nicer look. I could even go even... I want to go even more. It means I could bring this out one block and then bring that out one more. Maybe. See what that looks like. I'll do one side and then this side. So that means I would need one of these there. Here. Here. And then that would come out this way. Walk. Looks a little bit more beefy. And I can maybe even leave those like tucked in like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this design. I think it's a little nicer. Not by much, but a little bit. Let's go with that. This guy there, and then we can use these guys here. Sweet. Look at that. You know, later on I can come here, put some lights in there, make it look nice, set up a button for the gate. And then if you're on foot, you just walk down there. You know, set up some catwalks here maybe even. Yeah, why don't we do that? I think that would look kind of cool. You have the triangular catwalks now?
Fuel low.
Fuel is always low. Let me get my fuel up.
Fuel critical.
How fast does it refuel? Oh, that was quick actually, to refuel your bottles. That was pretty convenient. I like that. You don't have to sit there squeezing the button for half an hour. Anyways, catwalks. Let's get these guys here. We do have the triangular ones now, like I was saying. I need parts. So what would look interesting here? Kind of like these new ones. What if we just did something like that? Where's the regular one? Or even put that there. Let's just go with this. Right? Because this is kind of flush to the ground. I am a little bit higher than I'm supposed to be here. Next time I land, I won't do such a horrible job. But this should be pretty flush to where you can pretty much almost walk up here. I mean, worst case scenario, small jump, and that's fine. I can then maybe do... I'm scared that might hit the rover when it's coming down. Why don't I do a slope version of this? Like, maybe... Where's that squared one? This guy. Yeah, I can do that. That. And then maybe one of these guys. Like so. It makes it look like there's a little covering here. Then I can replace... No, I can't replace that because that's the door. But I could put inset lights here. Yeah, I can do inset lights here. And then we have lighting over here. Let's see, lights. Inset. Oh, we do have the new lights now. These rounded ones, these squared ones. I'm kind of going, learning as I'm going with all these new blocks. I feel like there was so many new blocks in this new update that part of the exploration here and the creative process is going to be to figure out what to do with them. Let's see, inset light. Let's do this guy here. Yeah, but we do one on each side. And we have proper lighting for my doors here. Right? I think that'll look cool. What's up, Sam? Nice to see you, brother. When are you coming to do a live stream with me again? But yeah, here we go. We got some lighting going on here. I think this is going to look pretty nice. And this can be the access point to the inside, right? Again, this is a doorway right here. And I'll work on pressurization. I might put an extra door right there just to create a small airlock. And then again, we can walk up to the sides here, go up to all this area here. So I'll have all of this room here to just be creative, right? I can maybe even possibly put smaller vehicles off to the side. For example, like the Blue Angel. It would be nice and easy to create a little parking spot for it up here now, or something like that. Just to kind of stack it, almost like a little shelf for these vehicles. Having efficient breeding set up. I don't know what you mean, my brother. Efficient? Maybe? It is really nice to see you, Sam. It's been a while. For those of you who don't know, my brother Sam is our lovely killer lord that was featured in my asteroid hopper series that I did a few years ago. If you haven't checked that out, you should definitely check that out. We had some fun together. We had some crazy builds building in an asteroid base. But yeah, so here's what we're working with so far, right? And I'm honestly considering putting another thruster back here, another hydrogen thruster back here. I might do 6. As a matter of fact, I will do 6. Why not, right? Because right now we are at 0.9 gravity, 0.90, which means it's easy gravity, but I'm sure a lot of these planets out there are going to be a little bit rougher than this here that I am at now. Let's see. Let me get one of these new thrusters. Dig in these new thrusters. They look pretty slim, pretty nice, and I love the flame that comes out of them. So yeah, there you go. So we'll have a total of 6 thrusters for downwards to make sure we have safe re-entry. um, into any planet now. We should be good. Um, also, I feel like this gives it a nicer body shape. I feel like this design here with the 6 thrusters gives it a nicer body shape. And I feel like I could go even a little bit taller in the back here. Maybe, you know, maybe CIC cockpit area, bedroom, that kind of stuff back here. We can do a kitchen area and then a farm up at the front. Again, this is going to be mostly an exploration vehicle. It will have some weapons. It's not the main focus. I would like to have a separate vehicle that will be designed specifically for battle. So yeah, let's see here. I need to move these hydrogen generators. They need to go somewhere else. And we need to get my engines running again before we run out of power. Let's see. A good temporary place for them. I think right here on the side. Let's just get them off to the side here for now. Just so they're out of the way. And this new Prototech H202, oh my god. Can't wait to go get one of those. That is definitely going to be on the cards for the future. Let's get some engines. Need a little bit of power. I will throw one of these new engines here. I like that these new engines are a little bit quieter too. They're not as loud as the older models. Is this the connecting point? Yeah, right there. Okay, so we'll do that. Let me start welding this guy. Go ahead and get all the materials here, transfer it there.
Inventory full.
Battleships are more my forte. Yes, my friend. Yeah. You're not doing anything. Maybe when I get to that point in this series, you can come join me build a nice warship to go collect some Factorum. Love to have you, man. We had so much fun on the last that one on Asteroid Hopper. That I would not mind doing that again for sure. Let me grind these guys down. Alright, so we kind of have the top clear now, finally. I know it's been an ongoing process here, but truth of the matter is, if you're into ship design, this stuff does take some time. There we go. I do want to expand this section a little bit further back here. Get a little bit more room. Underneath here, I could do something back here. It could definitely be a dock for a miner or something. But we're taking shape. We're taking shape. I think that one of the things that I need to do is let me take a look at my ingots. I might have to go do an ingot run. We're good on... How good are we on iron? Let's see here. I got 28k iron, which is not bad. Not insanely bad, but it would be nice to have some more cooking. But it will take a little bit of time once I place all of these up here. But I'm thinking that I will start sloping things to create a larger surface up top here. Like so. Maybe I can do a conveyor here so we keep that active so I don't lose that connecting point. Because that could easily be a turret right there later. And then maybe I will do... What will I do here? Something like this. Yeah, there we go. Half slopes. Like so. Bring these out. Same thing here with the conveyor. I usually put conveyors, even if I'm not sure I'm gonna use them. A little trick that I've always done when playing Space Engineers, and the reason is it's very simple, really. It's easier to have those exposed and then just put a block there if you don't want to use them later, than to have to go back and try to figure out where your conveyor ports are. So if you just do a conveyor every time you see one of these here, it just leaves it marked, right? There you go. This could be our whole top here, so we'll have plenty of room to build whatever it is that we want to build up here, that we are going to decide as we go. Let's see. That gives this ship a much larger blueprint. There we have it. So look at that from the top. We have all of that. So that'll give me plenty of space for farms, for living quarters, DICs. We do have the bay on the bottom there. Yeah, starting to take shape. I'm digging it. It's starting to look like something that could potentially fly. At least for one episode before I crash it. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen, but if it does, I guess it's better for content, right? Sorry, I get more views when things crash than when things go right lately. Let's see here. Let's get this all the way down to this end here.
Low.
Fuel is forever low. I'm just gonna jump in here. This should be connected. Will that charge up my bottles? This doesn't do the bottles. What is that? It's only the... I'm gonna do this then. I'm going to put a refill station down here. Just to save some time, so I don't have to keep running back and forth. Well, me. I'll have a connecting point there. Let's go. And these refuel your bottles a lot quicker. Look at that, it's 1 bottle per tick. 100% on both. Really cool. Okay, let me match this side to the other side that I did there. That is not the proper block. Let's see here. This guy there, there. Get things going like so, and I want to take an overall look from the top here to see that nice footprint of how much room we're going to actually gain from this by doing it this way. And also I want to finish these half slabs like so, like that. Get that going. Very cool. All right, look at that. Starting to look like something, right? It's something. Not there yet, but it's something. Where my farms are over here, I want to clear that out. And I'm going to... These farms are going to most likely be changed to the new model farms. eventually. They're just here temporarily, so I continue to make food while I'm building here. The other thing I wanted to do, right? There is this bottom area here that my modules are exposed here. This was kind of slapped together pretty fast when I was leaving the dark side of this planet to come over to this side. So I think I'm going to kind of mimic what I did at the front there a little bit by doing this here and creating some beams to come downwards like so, and matching him all the way down to the bottom here. Not exactly sure what's the best way to go about this just yet. And technically, guys, we're still at the placeholder stage of the build. That's what I call it. It's basically while you're just creating the general shape that you want your ship to look like, right? That's the main point here. A lot of these blocks that I'm placing will be replaced, and they will be rebuilt upon, you know, all of those things. But generally, I start with just trying to get myself a nice shape. Something that I like, something that feels good, something that just matches the design I'm going for. Can I fit something in here? Because I will end up fitting stuff here. Would that work? That could work. Yeah, because that is going to be something there. Let's see. And then what did I do at the bottom there? Just sloped it down. Okay. Slopey, slopey, like so. So check that out. That kind of covers this whole section here, right? We can close this off now. I don't want all my refineries and things and such all exposed. This, however, would be a good spot for an H2O2. I could tuck and oh, so you know what? I just, okay. Let's say H2, because then I don't need an extra H2O2 out there. So this could be something right here, right? Matter of fact, it could be possibly 2 here to get rid of this. Why aren't you built? Superconductors. I never realized I did not build those. Those things have been there for a while too. What about this side? Oh my god, none of my yields are built. Alright, I know I got gold. Let me queue it up. Might not be in my queue log. So, let's see. Assemblers. I got the help and the main. Let's take a look at the production. Yeah, they are making it. They just weren't queued. What's going on with my production quota? I think that's what I screwed up here. I might not have them. Yeah, I don't have them on my list. Probably. Most definitely, probably. Superconductors. There you go. That's what the issue was. I'm just gonna make 20. Set that to my list. And I'll always have 20. And that should take care of that. And that should build that up. There we go. Very good, very good. At the moment, I have room. Oh, there's another connecting point here. So I think I just figured out where I'm going to place my H2O2s, right? And this is what I mean, right? Nothing's set in stone when you're building things. You're just kind of creating as you go. But, for example, if I set one of my H2O2s right there, right? Yeah, that could work. I could even place 4 here, to be 100% honest. If I do this, this, and a I can even do a cargo terminal, one of these. Yeah. There you go, a little cargo terminal there. Cargo terminal here. I can set up my H2 right there. One there, one there. Close that off with just a regular block. In there as well. Like so. And then down here, I can set up my engine. And I can get rid of all of that stuff that's outside. Right? There you go. So engine connects that way. Boom. Like so and like so. Everything is set that way. Very cool, very cool. Let's see here. I even got room for one more H2O2 over here, or one more engine. I'm gonna leave this space open for that reason, right? So I can always connect an extra engine or an extra H2O2 right there. I think I'm fine for now. I don't think I need an extra one, technically. Get two of these here, parts for that guy. Go. We have that running. And that running. Yeah, there we go. Now we have all of the production set up, ready to go. I can play around with some catwalks here later. And connect everything. Make sure everything is running well. What I don't have yet is an oxygen tank on this. I think I just found the spot for it. I can do one oxygen tank like so right here. Oh, why don't we do these here? I know I said I might put engines there, but it kind of looks dope. And they're far enough away to where, I mean, again, this is not a battleship, so I'm not looking to put it in the battle. And I might be out of iron. I might be running out of iron. My old batteries here. These guys can be removed. They can be moved somewhere else. Look at that, right? Imagine we have 1, 2, 3 turrets on each side, right? I didn't do this one, did I? Yep, there you go. This is why it's important to put your conveyors down so you know where they are, right? Like so. Maybe 6 turrets, something like that. I can get rid of these guys here now. This is done for. Don't need these on the side. Once we tuck them in on the back, we have the engines, we have the H2O2s running.
Low.
I need to go get my fuel refueled again. I have 2 bottles on me. Seems like they go pretty quickly. All right, let's get these guys. Toss everything into the system as well. I might add more engines. And I don't plan on having this run strictly on ice. I'm doing it now because, well, we're on an ice lake. It's free power, free energy. But I do plan on putting a reactor on this ship. Even though it's a hydrogen, it'll be mostly to run the refinery assembler, that kind of stuff, to keep those guys powered up. Missed the block there. All right, we're taking shape. Things are looking up. Let's see. think that one more little detail that I could throw here is these edges, like so. And that'll bring us to the level up front there. This would be a good little spot for all the windows to go. Let me do the same on the other side. Here. Yeah, there we go. Like so. Yay. Let's see here. I think that I can use this thruster to have an extra something like this. Oh, I need my food production back up. I forgot. I took it down and I never put it back up. I think this would be interesting to have here. Maybe one on each side. Even one on each side as far as this. Because these could be parts, you know, when I'm working on the rover. Access points for all that. I think this would be convenience. Then I can close that off. And this will actually help me with the pressurization. Yeah, so we can do that. Right, and then we can start windows and things like that from up here. One of my concerns is I think that my large cargo, this one here, might give me pressurization issues a little later. Let's see. Window. What kind of windows do I want to use here? I like these. I think these are interesting for this type of application. You know, if you did something like that. Yeah, let's do bottom curvy. Like that. So, that gives it a nice look. That cargo is going to give me a hard time with pressurization. I can already feel it. Let's see. This. And we can do this all the way down. Boom. It's looking good. Looking good. I feel like I would need some protection on the outside. Along the tanks and the cargos. I think I might bring this out and do a covering up there too. Maybe. But how does this feel from the inside? So inside, you know, I have access to parts here to get work done on the rover. Yeah, this is pretty interesting, I think. I think this could work. I could do something like that to close all of this off. Keep that nice slope area there. One more block here. Like so. And that's this side of the garage, right? I think I might have to close all of this off as well. I don't know how this section here might give me a hard time. Because I know this is not pressurized. 100% not going to be pressurized. Could get away with maybe some of these. That might fix it. That doesn't mean this isn't pressurized. This is pressurized. I don't know. I don't know. Not new. But this here could be a slope to match that other side. So this could be a thing. That might be a way to close it all off. That could be my vent up here. Yeah. This could be the vent for this whole area. Do one of these. I'll put this sideways so I can see the numbers on there, the little lights. Yeah, okay, so we have this section here, right? That could be something. I'll create a reason to go up here later. I'll figure that out. Let me match the other side before I forget what I was doing. I think this would be kind of cool. Let's see. Close that off like that. Eat a kelp crisp accidentally. We could spot to tuck in some more batteries, I think. Yeah. Something like that. Oops. Get these guys. Close that guy off so it doesn't matter. And there you go. So we have that slope going that way. And then I want to match this here with the other vent on this side. Like so. We'll do that, that. Where did I put my vent? Put another vent here. And eventually this will be something that I can work with. As of right now, it's not really, but eventually it will be. And then this can be closed off with another slope. There, I think. Did place those two little guys there. Let's do that on the other side too. So what's happening is, I'm not 100% sure that this will be pressurized yet. Lag. Okay. But I could put a bunch of these guys, light armor panels like so. If I really need to, I can close this off. Make sure everything is pressurized. I think that when I'm ready to try to pressurize it, I will do so. Because right now, finger doors are not exactly... Let's see, let's close it and see what happens. I doubt it. We have everything to close off up at the top still to make sure that things are getting pressurized, right? Ooh. Chair problems. Okay. I feel better now. All right. Be able to pressurize it all. Is this even open down here? It is not. Okay, so that could be pressurized over there. I think that the main issue is going to be right here. You know what? I'm going to close this off just to test this. Test what I'm doing. And then I'll worry about fixing that up later. But let's just close that off temporarily. And the other thing is, like, all of this back here, you know, the back end there is an assembler. This is open still, right? I just close this off for now. Yeah, I'm just going to close these off. So this back end here most likely would be leaking. Not too sure. Maybe not. Not 100% sure. Something like that. I don't want a connector here. Yeah, maybe later I'll put a connector there too. Let's see what's going on. I just want to do a quick test with pressurization, see how far we are from actually getting this pressurized. This will be some work. Okay, cool. That's all set. I mean, in theory, it should be closed, right? Until I open it here to get in. So let's go take a look. And we are in a pressurized environment, so I'm not worried about venting it out and stuff. I just want to see that the vents are indeed working. I think I heard vent sounds. I think I heard vent sounds. No, I didn't. Alright, let's do this. Leak finder, turn on. Where are you leaking? Okay. Yep, exactly as I thought. So it's going to be the cargo. I don't want to put a hydrogen tank right here, though. That'd be kind of dangerous, I think. So maybe we block this off. We might have to do one of these, which is kind of sad, really. Maybe I'll do just to not make it look so. I'll do that. That. And then keep testing till we get it right. Do one of these, and these. Technically, this should airtight this side. Right, cool. This is airtight on this side. So now the other side needs to be done. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I needed to do. I forgot about it. Catwalks. On this side here, when the door's closed, you can't walk past this. So we need some upside down catwalks here. I'm not gonna put the ones with the guardrails because I don't want it to affect the rover. Where was I? Over here. Let's get this here. I did a regular block there. Is that what I did? Yes, I did. A regular block there. Let's do. You go there. You go there. 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 I don't remember what I did on the other side over there. Okay. Let's continue with these here. That should pressurize it. Oh, I still need these bottom ones. There we go. In theory, these should be pressurized. Path rendered. Oh, there's another path now. Where is it going? Yeah, as I thought. Okay, so that's going to be outside to fix that. Got it. Let's go take a peek at that. Oh yeah. I created this for a reason. So on the bottom end over there, or the back end of the ship, I should say. So this is where it's leaking out of. Yeah, right here. Go through all of this. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's probably gonna just leak from somewhere else. But I'll do it anyway. See what happens. See, we're still getting the leak marks here. Oh. Okay, it's coming from somewhere else now. The bottom. What's down there? Leaking from over here. It's what I was afraid was going to happen. I kind of have to create, like, to seal this area out. It's really what I have to do. Alright, Sam. I'll see you in a bit, my friend. See. I'm just gonna clear this all out and try to recreate this back end. Because it's getting a little messy now. Let me see. I'm going to take my... or detector can stay there, maybe. I might move it. depending on what's going on here. Okay. Okay. So
Fuel low.
fuel is low. Let me fuel up really quickly. Then we'll go back there and figure out this design. And for you guys that are new to my channel, welcome. Nice to see you guys here. Today is all about the building process. If you just got in here, this is our, this will be our ship. We have temporary power on it right now. I'm just designing a whole setup here, trying to get this thing to be functional. Focusing on, at the moment, I'm focusing on the pressurization of the inside of the hangar bay. I think what I will do to get things going here is, let's close all of this off. Right. I do have this section here open, so that little angle still leaves me access to the cargoes on the walls. This should be a little bit more efficient in closing these off. Cargoes. Oh yeah, this should work. Should work. And then we can close them off like so. Even bringing it down all the way down to here, like that. Will this work? Is the question. Right? Put these guys there, create this nice globe. I just want this to be pressurized. I could then actually put a conveyor here, extend that out, and a connector. Just toss a regular connector here. In space, you never know what you're gonna have to dock to. It can always be very convenient, you know, to have that. We are still leaking, unfortunately. We're still leaking air. Try to weld all this up. Maybe it will help. Hopefully it will. What's the leak mark at? Ooh, I don't see it. Oh, I do see it. It is coming out through here. Okay, let's go back inside and take a look at what we're working with. I will find this leak. I will find this darn leak. An angry leak. Let's see. Where is it? It was up there. Yeah. So vents here, right? We are following things this way. Oh, it's my my refinery. Okay. So I'm going to start doing a little bit of work up here too, because I did want to make this area a little nicer. So I might as well just get things going here. I am going to place another... I want another cargo right there. Cargo terminal. Yep, right here. Because it's right next to my assemblers. So that will give me access to those. Let's get some corridors. Get all this stuff sealed up here. Let me see. I'm gonna toss one on each corner. But these are not symmetrical, really. So I think the best way to go about it, let's see here. I'm going to need an open one so that we can reach the inside of that assembler. Right? Same thing here. So this one's going to have to be a fully open one. Right there. And maybe right there as well. Let's see. How are we looking with the whole pressurization after this? Oh, oh. Okay, we got a different area leaking now, which is... Oh, it's this pipe. Really? Why? Why are you leaking? I don't understand. I don't get it. Am I going crazy here? Path rendered. It's still leaking from here. There's nothing. What was the deal? I mean, I could just flip it upside down, I guess. Get one of these like so. Oh, I see what I did there. Gotcha. So because this one was facing up, that one was facing down, the air was leaking down through there. Okay, got it. Let's go back inside. This might be where we pressurize this thing. This might be it. Yep, the leak is coming out here now. That means that's the last path. Let's see. Are you doing the thing? You're still not doing the thing. Arrgh. Why? Why you no do the thing? Refineries. More leakage. More leakage. Coming through here. It's probably these pipes, isn't it? Yep. Got it. I think what I need to do is flip these backwards. What is that? A T junction? No, it's a C junction. So I think I need to flip these guys backwards, or maybe finish welding this stuff too. This might help. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. So I had them facing this way, which is kind of how I like them, but there are curved. So we're gonna do this way, so that technically they seal instead. No more leaks. No more leaks. Yes. Woof. We are pressurized. We are finally pressurized. Look at that. Really, really awesome. I have cargo container access here. My engines are popping. Oh, not these, that's the ones outside. But they're running, which is good. We're getting power. I should check my ice contents here. Let's see how much ice. I have 0 ice. It's time to go back out and grab another load. Okay, so this will have to be pressurized here, right? So this is going to have to be maybe a door and then something to make this happen up here. So I think that I might as well just go ahead and take care of that now. And I can do a quick airlock on each side here. The door. And I'm just going to make a simple airlock here. So it can be, let's see, where's the end of the stairs? This goes into that airlock, and then we have stairs. So we're going to do the new stairs, like So, I think these here would be kind of cool. Oh, wait, we have these with guardrails, don't we? I think that would be kind of cool. These guys. Those are nice. I wonder what that's gonna feel like to walk through here. Are they smooth? Yeah, look at that. So it'll be like little airlock right here. That's cool. That works. Let's see. Get this going right there. Door 1. Facing that way. Door 2 facing this way. I think I might have screwed that up. Is this how I want it? I mean, it would make more sense. It would make it for a bigger airlock in here. And then we are airtight down there. Let me go to the other side. Take a quick peek here. So, how did I do that? Give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me parts. Okay. We are out of iron. Okay. So, it's time to go get some iron. It's time to get the rover out. It's time to get things moving. First things first. This little guy needs to get out of here. How are we doing on power? 99%. We are golden. So he can chill right here, right? Like so. All right, chill there. How are we doing with power on this? We went from it's 27. The problem is I am out of ice in here too. So ice is a necessity at this point. Let's see how we're doing with the power on this guy. 100%. Perfect. Let's disconnect. Go get a load of ice. Get a couple of loads of ice, and then we're gonna do a quick iron trip. Yep. Damn, I don't think I am even set up to have somebody in this save at the moment. I think I'm set it to private. And I'd have to reset the whole thing to get you going. But let's make a plan. I've been doing the space engineers streams every Saturday. If you're free next Saturday at this time, I would be happy to have you be my mining slave, or just my buddy in the game, and you can come help me build some stuff. Again, guys, if you don't know, Sam's an old friend of mine. We did a few streams together before. Here on my channel, if you look at the series, The Asteroid Hopper, you'll see some of our gameplay together. Also, I wonder how our ping is gonna do, man. You're in Norway, I'm in Brazil. This should be a very interesting ping for us to work together. It's a little bit different than last time we joined. I was in the United States at that time, but it should be cool. If you're free next Saturday, 100%, let's get together and do something. There's a lot of space exploration on this. And I think it would be interesting for us to go check out all these planets that are out here. If you're down, for sure. Okay. Good. I'm going to get one more load of ice, just to be on the safe side. I want to throw some onto my little survival pod there, too. That guy needs a little love and attention. And then I am going to 100% go get some more iron. Oh yeah, Netherlands. You're in Netherlands, not Norway. Well, that's kind of cool, man. By next year, we'll have better ping by next year because I am moving to Europe next year. Um, maybe even by the end of this year. I'm still trying to work things out and see how things work, but you know me, always traveling the world, always trying to figure out new adventures. So here we are. Um, okay, some ice. I gotta pull out the rover. The rover is going to be. The rover is going to be our main tool here to get things going. But let me get a load of ice to throw specifically into my pod here. Let's see, how much can I fit in here? 2K? Go. Yeah, let's load up the H2O2. This. Cool. So now it'll continue to charge itself. I should technically just connect it to the grid, make my life easier with that, but I'm being stubborn about it. Let me go ahead and open up the hangars. Open. Let's pull the rover out, get this puppy out and going. So I have one more section here to decorate, which is this here. I've been having a hard time because these are all half block or panels, and I don't have a lot of room to do things in this section here, but this is the last section I need to decorate, really. Over here we have the bedroom. I managed to get a plushie. So that plushie is out there watching out the window, right? And then I managed to get the cockpit area done here. So here's the first person view. I got my compass right here, you know, all this stuff here. It's looking decent. But let's disconnect this guy. So the way I connect it is through the bottom here. And I have dual connectors so that I have full passing of all of the materials through this rover. There we go. This disconnects it, and off we go. Let me get the camera off this angle so you guys can see it come down. Let's go, baby. Perfect. Like a glove. Of course, I forgot to empty everything out, as I usually do. So I have, oh my, why do I always do this to myself? Like, I always do this to myself. Take two. Let me just go back and unload this rover. I completely forgot to unload it. So now the cargoes are full. I won't be able to put my ores in here if I go mining this way. Yeah. Let me get it back over there. I didn't want to put a sorting system because of the build and repairs. I need them to collect the materials. But I might need to. I might need to maybe do an easy inventory management to pull everything. Might have to do one of those. Drop these back down. Connect. And large cargo. Let's toss everything into my large cargo over here. Yeah, right there is fine. Hide everything that's empty on this rover. Go over there. Are you... Go over there. Go over there. Everything. Except for the food. I'll keep the food on me. Okay, nothing but a little bit of ice now. Perfect. Wheels, let's bring them back up. Height offset. Let's see here. Okay, we should be good now. Should be good to go get some iron and whatnot. Park this here. Let's go get the miner. Mr. Miner, come with me. Let's go. Make sure this is all empty as well. Hide empty. Cargo. Terminal. I don't care. Just get out of this ship. This is what I need. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. So now we have power. We have the miner. We have the rover. And we are going to go get some iron. Let's connect. Parked. Dampers off. Look at that. This thing is gorgeous. Alright, so iron is about 2 kilometers this way. I think it's that one over there. Yeah, iron. We have a 2 kilometer mark and we have a 5 kilometer mark. Let's go to the 2. I really like the way this rover came out. This was one of my my beginning projects here on this series. If you haven't been following and you're just joining us today, day one was the wheels of this thing, and then it's slowly been growing, and it's become this this particular rover now. I do need to name it, and I do have a little docking pad on top there, and that's designed for the Blue Angel, the little scout vehicle that's back at the base right now. I didn't bring it with me, but it's designed to carry the miner and that little scouting vehicle. It's designed for long range exploration, to go find the ores, really. You know, nice ride to find some ores. Wink wink. But here it is. This is where I've been mining some iron. And this is where we're going. Let's go get it. Going to load up as much as I can. I do have a sorter system on this rover, on this miner. So I'm not too worried about it. And I also have... Oh. Oops. I also have the build and repairs here, so I need to turn them off temporarily. And the reason is they will suck up all of the ore that I drop. My sorters are set to drop stone, so whatever I collect, my build and repair would collect it, which is the reason I want it off right now. Let's clean up a little bit more room here, and then we'll go in there and collect some iron. There we go. Iron me up, baby. Get all of the iron. There we go. As you can see here, the little sorters are dropping the stone. This little miner is like, I try to build it as cheap as possible. It was the first vehicle technically that I built, other than put some wheels on that survival pod to get down the mountain when we first started. But this was the first way of us gathering resources, other than those outposts that we did salvage. But the truth is, it's a very simple build, and it's very cheap based on, you know, a starting vehicle. The only concern that I have is when I do go to space with it, that it might need more it might need more power, um, and um, and I think that that might be the point where I upgrade this. So I don't know. This might be just my atmospheric miner, and I might have to go full blast on a hydrogen or an ion one, depending on what we find out there. Um, I like the hydrogen miners because they just work everywhere and they're more convenient, right? Instead of having to have two separate miners to work with different locations. Oh, look at that. We have a logistics outpost. I could go grind that down really for parts, but I might. We have the build and repair. I can go just eat it up. There we go. Well, this is unloading. Let me get some more coffee. I need coffee in my life. I have a bunch of stone in here already. Is that why my sorters are spewing out stuff? I think so. Cargo. Go to the cargo of the rover. Nice. And all the stuff in this ship. So we have 27k there. Not a bad haul. Not a bad haul for one load. But we are going to get more. Let me get more. I'm going to load it up to the brim because I don't want to have to come back here soon. Although I might. With the size of the ship we're building, I am going to probably need more iron eventually. I don't know. Maybe I'll do some off-stream mining before the next stream for next week. But as of right now, we're completely out. So I'm going to get as much as I can on this particular trip here. And it should get me going at least to the end of the stream. I'm hoping. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. But if not, then I'll make sure that next stream I have extra. I did get some in the beginning, and I thought I had enough, but I've been using a lot of iron on that build, so it is what it is. But here we are. Again, convenient little miner, right? It just works, takes care of the job. I'm just gonna keep my sorters on. I don't want to take any stone really. I just want the iron itself. Whoa. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Okay. Dampeners off. Throw everything into the cargoes again. Go ahead and toss everything over there. Search cargoes. Yep. Everything over there. Nothing here on this side. Inventory. Perfect. Unlock. And load it up again. So the rover has 2 large cargoes and 1 modular. And then it's got 4 connectors that all can fit 4. So I try to fill all of those up, and then plus the miner. So technically 2 large cargoes, and then 2 modular cargoes, plus all those connectors. So it's usually a pretty decent haul on this particular rover. It kind of works. It really works. It's a fun little, one of my favorite builds as of lately. Yeah, let's get this guy going. Let's see. Sweet. was thinking about making a mining base out here. But then I thought to myself, we are going to be flying out of this planet relatively soon. It's a matter of getting the ship ready, getting a farm ready, and then we're out of here. So I think overall, it might not be the best investment. Okay, so this guy's all filled up. What's empty here? 27k there, 19. All right, I got 3,000 more. I'm not gonna worry about it. We're just gonna head out. So, all together, let me go ahead and turn on my build and repairs again. And now I don't mind if it pulls up the rest of that stone from the ground there. It's okay. Let's roll. There we go. We are at 277,000 kilos. We are a big boy right now. Very, very happy. Heavy, I should say. Whoa, big hole. And we're gonna head back to the base. I'm just kind of maneuvering so it gives it time to collect stuff. So I don't mind topping it off with the rest of that stone because okay, the sorters. Yeah, that might not be a good idea to create an infinite loop here. Let's go ahead and turn you off. Now we're good. Building repairs are picking them up and the sorters are throwing them out. This is not what we want. That is how you create lag. Let's see here. All right, I'm just gonna start heading off to the base again. Head back towards the base and go process all of these ores. Once again, thank you guys for being here. Samo, nice to see you, brother. Again, as always. Appreciate you here, my friend. And let's go ahead and load up those refineries with all of this ore, get things going, and we should be able to continue to build. I'm going to do my best today to get this thing off the ground, which technically it should be able to get off the ground by now. It's just a matter of filling it up with fuel. That's where we're at with this ship. And then the rest is all cosmetic stuff. Let's be 100% honest here. I have the refinery, I have the assembler. Do I need a bedroom? Do I need a bathroom? Yeah, because it's cool, but is it going to affect my survival? Not really, right? Let's be 100% honest about it. You know, you can always make a cheese brick in this game and be able to survive, but the way that I do it, I really enjoy spending my time with the little details and actually making it feel like it's a place that you know, if it was for real, you could actually live there. That's how I like to play this game. Now I know some people, they just like to slap things together and make it functional, which is a perfectly fine way to play that as well, right? And it works, it gets the thing done. I just particularly like to take my time, right, and try to make it look as nice as possible. It might be the OCD in me, I don't know. I don't know, something like that, but regardless of what it is. How much ice do I have in here? I still got some ice. Cool. Let's pop more ice in here and let it really fuel up. I want this battery to be... What are we at? 36%. Okay, yeah, I want it to fill up as much as possible. And I might create a system where I connect that to the base. But yeah. Here's a quick look of the rover, like from close by. If you haven't had a chance to take a peek at it yet. We have the downstairs bedroom. We have the cockpit area up here, the CIC of it. It has 2 large hydrogen tanks, 4 engines, 4 cargos, 1 modular. We have the refill station here. And we have one on the inside of the airlock in here as well. I created this little airlock here, right? Just, right now we're in a planet that doesn't matter, right? Because we do have oxygen in the atmosphere. But eventually we will get to planets where that's not going to be the case. So I prepared this rover for that. And that's why there's this hangar. Because I intend on taking this bad boy with us wherever we go, wherever we stay. This rover will be right there. Whatever, I'm not a good singer, so you guys get the point. But the idea is to bring out all of my creations along. It to be a package deal, right? For it to all just come together. Let's park this guy back up there. Get all of this iron into the system. And let the refineries go to town on it. Now that we have refineries with yield modules. Whoops, a little bit too fast. We should get a good amount of iron out of this load. I have to be careful here. Sometimes... Oh, I did fix the bottoming out situation. Never mind. We're good now. I don't bottom out anymore. Let's take a look at the connecting points here, right? Wheels. We're gonna go ahead and drop these guys all the way down. Nice and slowly. Right? I just back up a little bit, and one of them will connect. I love this design because it's so intuitive, it's easy, you don't have to worry about trying to line it up too much, you know. Which is one of the reasons I left this room under here, so that I could see things. This rover has connectors on the sides too, right? Which is convenient for when you're pulling materials out of it, and also for when you are trying to connect to different bases and things like that that don't have the underneath connector, the connectors for underneath. Other than that, we have the little ones for the small grids. Right, I have one up here and one over here. But yeah, that's this guy. I haven't really named him. I would love to hear a cool name for this. I've been playing a lot of Overwatch, and for some reason, when I look at it, I think the Roadhog. What do you guys think? The Roadhog? Could that be a name for it? Even though we're not going to be driving on roads. The Planet Hog? I don't know. If you have an idea, let me know. Been a couple of episodes, and I still haven't been able to name this thing. But we're doing good. We're doing good. So I think it's time to start thinking about the design up here, right? So I would like to make this a lot cleaner, first off, right? Right now, we are at a planet where the sun pretty much doesn't move. It does rotate, but it rotates in an angle like this. It doesn't go around the planet, right? So we have constant sunlight. I've been able to produce a lot of kelp crisps because of that. Well, a lot of algae. I took out my food production, and I need to make a kitchen. That's one of the things I need to make. Let me see something. So I did create this section, right? Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to flip. This is wrong. Need that door to go the right way. We do have these doors too. These are cute. That's not gonna match there for this. These are cool too. Oh my god. I'm gonna do one of these. Look at that. We can do an airlock with this, with glass now? This is so exciting. Bye, old door. Bye, old door. We're doing the new doors now. We're hanging out with the cool kids. Let's see. You can go. Yep. Forgot I made a hole there. Alright, let's get those doors up here. Sweet. Now we are completely pressurized. One of the cool things that I do have going on here is if I go to my doors, right? Check this out. I have one of my mods allows me to do a 3-second delay on these, right? So if I open the door, I just gotta stare at it for 3 seconds. No more timer blocks, no more none of that to create this. It's simple mod. It just tells the door what kind of a delay you want on it, which is perfect. You don't need to have that timer block constantly blinking in your base to close all the doors all the time. So cool, so cool. Let me get some of these other catwalks here. These guys. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of a flooring area right here. Right? Why are you not working? What am I doing? Oh, I get the wrong block. That's fine. There. I want to do that there. That here. Just to clean this up a little bit. You know, we are on top of the refinery here. I kind of want to look more like an actual flooring. And I have access to cargo here. I'll have all of that always. This just feels like it's more of a pressurized area. I want to take a look at these new railings right here. I think I forgot what they're. Is it the same ones? Or are they under the same set? Yes, they are. Look at these guys. These are cool. These new railings. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. Cyber Hog. The Cyber Hog. I'm not opposed to it. Cyber Hog, the Cyber Miner, the Cyber everything. I feel like I'm running out of creativity. This here. What is on top of this? Oh, is that where I parked the miner? I don't want to put that out. It sure is. Here, let's put a block here so it doesn't fall. And I know we already got vents here, but in this room, I'm gonna throw one extra vent here just because it looks cool. This is a nice little design for this section. I think it would look nice. If I can find it. There it is. Where is the... There it is. Right there. So this will hold the connector up there. And it just looks a little nicer. And I know these rooms kind of look empty for right now. This is part of the process and how I do things. I will come back and make things look a lot nicer in the long run. One of the things I feel like I need to do is set up a button for my hangar doors. That would be nice. Let's create a group for them. And then I could at least hangar doors. Close these guys. Look at that. Nice view from up here. Gonna look nice. We are immediately pressurized. Man, this has been This ship has been a lot more work than I thought it was going to be honest. I thought I was just gonna slap something together and be able to just immediately start flying. But it has not been that at all. But I feel like, okay, I'm not gonna call it ready. It's never ready, right? Um, and if you've been following my channel, you've been following my work, you know that I have the tendency to say things are ready and then go change it 1,000 times again, right? So I'm just gonna say it's good enough for now, the bottom part there, right? Um, and in the long run, I will make it more cozy. Like these sections here, I can create more space in there. I want to create reasons for all of that stuff. But now, specifically, what I want to do is focus on the top section, right? So what I'm envisioning is this, right? So at the top here, back end, this is where we drive, right? It'll be 2 stories, right? 2 stories. So the cockpit area, the driving area. Underneath it, we can have, I'm thinking like a living room in the back, bedrooms on the sides here, and then a kitchen set up around here. Because in front of the kitchen, we will have the farm. This is where we're gonna have all the food production and such. So imagine that you plant your food, you bring it back to the kitchen, cook it, right? You have maybe a dining room right there next to the kitchen, a living room over there, bedrooms, bathrooms, things off to the side here, and then you climb up top, and that's all business. That's why you fly this thing. I think that's going to be the main idea of this particular ship. So I got a couple of things I need to do, right? I am going to leave my algae farms there for now. They will be moved, and I will use the new model, the different model that I don't know what these are called, the half algae farms. I'll probably end up doing these specifically in certain areas to make it look nice. But as of right now, these are just being convenient for me, so off they stay. I do need to clean up this section. So first things first. These gyros gotta go, and they need a new home, right? And I think... Where do I put these gyros? I was wondering about that. The other thing is, this is going to have to go, this wind tower. I find it very convenient to have it, but I don't want it on the ship. I wish I didn't have to attach it to the ship. So what I'm going to do for that wind tower is I'm just gonna kind of cheese it up a little bit here. Just gonna bring it all the way back. Give me some iron. Okay, this might work actually. 1, 5. What are you doing? Okay. Oh, I just had a dumb idea. I think that just might work. Will my dumb idea work? I hope so. Would this be able to lift this? Would it lift this? Would it? You guys in the chat, do you think this little little flyer can lift? Do you think if I chop the bottom of this windmill, that little flyer could lift all of that? Okay. There's 5 people on chat. I want to see, out of the 5, type yes if you think it could happen, type N if you don't think it can happen. And if you guys, whatever vote we get the most of will happen. What do you guys think? Do we try it or not? I think it could be something. If I had to guess, I think the miner could probably do it. This little guy. Ooh. I want to do it. I would love to put like a merge block here. Merge block right there and one on the bottom of that thing. I don't think my build and repair reaches all the way down here. Might have to bring it backwards a little bit. Oh. All right. Well, I think the miner would do it. This little guy. Well, here, let's do. So we can see what's happening. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. It's officially disconnected. It's officially disconnected. Will it lift? It will! Holy cannoli. The problem is it's not strong enough to keep it up in the air. While I put a merge block on it, it's not holding up. Like I have to constantly thrust upwards for it to do its thing. But let's see here. Oh man, why did I choose to do this? This was a bad idea. Okay, and this is where it gets dangerous. Okay, we're holding, we're holding. We're holding, but not for long. Yeah, I see. Maybe thruster override could be a thing. The thing is, we're no longer leveled. Okay, I'm willing to take the risk. Merge block. Let's go, quick, fast. I have it already. Number 9. I see this thing tilting. I am just going to just let it, because I'm not going to save anything here. Oh boy. Let's. Come on, come on. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. Come on, little blue angel. Go simply the burst. All right, let me. Okay, nice and easy. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Look at this madness. I never doubted myself once. Sweet. Now I can actually just connect it over there and take that other side out. This will work. This will work. And we'll have plenty of room up here to start building things. Oops. So let's see. What I'd like to do, if possible, I don't know if it'll let me put another block here. It won't. It will not, because of the ice, which is okay. I can do this. Now I should be able to. we'll do that. Bring it over here. And then we can take all these guys out of here. Sweet. Do another little edgy one right there. There you have it. All good. All good in the neighborhood.
Fuel low.
No timber. No timber. No timber. We managed to survive it. How are we doing with the ice in here? We got ice. Battery. We're doing pretty decent. Stored power 471. Yeah. Not too shabby. Okay. There we are. So that's 47% of that battery charged. I'm okay with that. And this can go to gyros. They can get out of here. I'll let the build and repair pull that up.
Inventory full.
And that's one of the things that I need to actually take a look here. My build and repair. I need to see where my areas are hitting really quickly. Show area on. Yeah, it's way up front. Okay, that's what I thought. Build and repair. Let's bring these guys backwards a little bit. Where's the vertical? Nope, not vertical. You can back to 0. Forward. Maybe that can go back to 0. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Go even further back, so everything is under the umbrella of the build and repair there. So everything can be welded and taken care of. I think forward it's not that. About here, I think, is where we need to be. -23. That should work. Yeah, that covers everything. Everything is under that build and repair umbrella. So let's go ahead and take the show area off. Perfect. Now we have this going. Okay. Now I do have 4 extra batteries here. I'm going to discharge these guys, because I will take them out of here. These were the original batteries that I started with. I don't need them anymore since I built the other ones inside. Discharge. Put everything into the other batteries. Those 29%. There is a little bit of efficiency loss there, but it is what it is. It's okay. So this is what I'm thinking, right? We climb up here. These exits bring us into our farm, right? We're gonna have the farm area here up front. And then we can have a couple of doors about here where the miner is, right? Where we go into a kitchen area right around here, right? We can have bedrooms over here to the side, maybe 2 separate bedrooms, one on each side, with bathrooms and showers and things like that. In the middle here, it could be like a dining area, chill area, something like that. I don't know exactly how I'm going to design that, but I want to leave the living room area to the back here, because I want to make this kind of like a balcony that we come out here and we can hang out, right, all the way in the back of the ship. And then in here somewhere, there will be staircases going up to the 2nd floor, which would be about this height, right? Something like that. And that's where the cockpit area will be. That's where we'll drive this ship from. I think this is a good design. I think this would be a good idea for this design. However, I am approaching that time where I usually take a break during my stream, and This time I will take about a 5-minute break, guys. I just have to go do something really quickly. My food is usually delivered to me here where I live, and I have to go over there and get it, or else I will not be able to have the food for later. So give me about 5 minutes. I will be right back. In the meanwhile, I will leave you guys with, you know what? I will leave you guys with a nice view of my face. All right, guys, I am almost back. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. And here we are. Let's get back to the gameplay. Continue to build. Um, yeah, I appreciate the patience there, guys. It's how I get food here. I get the food delivered to me. The place I live is kind of remote. In case you haven't figured out, kind of live in the middle of nowhere. A little background story, if you guys care. I moved to Brazil about a year and 3 months ago, and I've been out here exploring Brazil, just living out here, trying to be part of the culture a little bit, and it's been very, very fun. By next year, hopefully, I'll be in Europe. Aiming towards Spain. Might head out there for a little while too. But yes, I'm going to move this stuff from my from the top here. I am going to leave the pod. I think it should be part of the cryo bay, right? Which should be in here somewhere. I think that would be interesting if that was the case. So I'm going to.
Fuel low.
Oh man, I need my fuel. I'm going to create a different parking spot for the mine. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to set up a different parking spot for the miner, and I think I'll do it. Since I have this connector here, I just changed this to
Inventory
a
full.
smaller one, and we can park the miner back here for now, like so. Yeah, that should work. There we go. We'll park that guy there, and I'll get rid of these pipes here. Let's get in it. Um, you know, I might as well just grab another load of ice really quickly, because why not? I am tempted to go get that damage antenna signal that just popped up. I'm tempted to take the rover out there and just go get it. That would be a good amount of materials. Would allow us a little break from the building. I am doing a live stream, so I try to stick with the goals as much as I can. Normally when I'm playing on just on my own, just doing my own thing, I will take little breaks from the actual building. I think that's part of the creative process too. I think that helps with coming back with a fresh mind to things. But that antenna is about 6 kilometers up the mountain. We could technically do a little drive out there and go grind that down and see what we can get. I think that would be interesting. We go do that. Shouldn't take too long, and then we come back and start building the cockpit area. I got some time today, specifically to devote to this, so I'm planning on I'm spending some time here. You might see me eat on stream today, but I'm gonna keep playing. I'm going to keep playing today. Let's see. Let's connect. Perfect. You connect there. We got another load of ice into the system. Let the H2O2s pull it in. But yeah, we can get rid of this now.
Inventory full.
There we go. Well,
Inventory.
okay. Well,
Inventory.
build and repair. We'll take care of that. I think what I can do really quickly, right, is just do a quick scout. Let's just go for a quick scout. It was up this way, I believe. We have a logistics post, so that's one thing that I can collect. I think the other one was this way, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, damaged antenna, right here, 4 kilometers. Let's go over there and see what it is. Let's just take a quick peek. I don't know that it will shoot at me. Hopefully it won't. It's one of those ships. It's got a turret at the top of it. If it was going to shoot at me, it would be shooting already. Let me just go over here, set up a GPS. I can bring the rover, and we can grind this down in maybe like a few minutes, 15 minutes or so. I think that might be the way to go about it. Yeah. And I know this has a reactor, which is something that I do need for my ship anyway. Yeah, quick slash GPS. This is not Param, this is Lantha. SS for Sunnyside, and I'm just gonna call it Wreck. Yeah, let's call it the Wreck. Yeah, go grab the rover. Go grab the rover, come get this. The terrain didn't look too hard, too harsh, so it should be an easy traverse to get up here. I think I can just come up to the side here, I think. I know that side's pretty decent. Yeah, the rover should be fine to do that. And I don't need to bring the miner or anything, so should be an easy ride. Make sure I empty the rover first. There's silver over here. Cool. Silver and nickel. Silver is going to be necessary for my medical bay. And also for new reactors and such. This is cool. This is cool. I think this is going to be a fun little side quest here. Let's go ahead and park this down here. Pull the rover out. Yeah. Get this going. Oh, how did I do this? You know, maybe a pair of stairs down here for this walk. Let's see, number 7. I did stairs right there. Not these, but these here. The regular ones would be cool here. Yeah. Will it connect there? It won't. What if it's upside down? Nope. The rover can't be on it while I'm doing this. It's okay. It's okay. Let's go ahead and get the groups. Hangar doors. I have hangar doors. Hangar doors. Let's just go ahead and put that on my hotbar here with open and close. Let's do number 3 and look at that view. Sweet. Okay, unlock it. Okay, wheels. Wait. I want to make sure that I'm empty first. Hide empty. Yeah, I knew it. Large cargo. Let's get everything into the cargo of the ship. Throw everything in here. Get out of my rover. Cool. Yeah, I don't mind taking a little bit of ice. That's fine. Unlock it. Wheels. Make sure they are high up, so we don't bottom out. There we go. There we go. There we go. This is cool. I really like this, just the way it comes down from the inside of the ship. This is gonna be such a cool planetary ship like that. Let's get the scout. Might as well take it with us since it's right there. I did want to set up like a little connector over here for it, but I didn't. We do have a connector at the top for it, so it doesn't matter. We'll just pop it up here. Yeah, he can just go right there where he belongs. Let's go ahead and turn off the mag plates for a second here. And he can connect right there. Perfect. We lined up? Yeah, kind of lined up. Let's go ahead and lock them up. So this is completely off, all the thrusters are off. And that's how I designed that. So, you know, we have the miner in the back, we have the scout vehicle up at the front, and we'd be good to go. Let's get into the seat, and off we go to collect this this wreck. First time I'm driving this without the miner, to be honest with you. I did want to put some booster thrusters on this rover. I think that might be an interesting thing to do. And or when it's heavy going up the mountains. I don't have them on here, but I think that's something that I might invest in. Put a couple of little thrusters, maybe on the frame on the back end here. Just to give it a boost when we're struggling with going up a hill or something. It's gonna be fine empty, but it's when it's full that I'm worried about. Let's see. Keep going. Keep going. get that damn antenna. So I did want to mark this here, actually, because the reason I came this way. GPS, Lantha, SS, silver. Cool. I didn't have a silver marking here yet. I think that's the first one of this planet, to be honest. Let's go. Let's get to the wreck. We'll disable that turret. We'll park a little far just to be on the safe side to begin with. And then we'll go and make sure it's safe to go pull up there. Yeah, look at this puppy. And this thing is nice. I'm so happy with this rover. It's one of my favorites right now. It drives really cool from first person too. You can see everything. You know, even off to the side. Got a cool view. Oh, this is something I need actually. I didn't have wheat. I'm going to grab that because that's something I don't have, and I will need it for my farm here really soon. I have mushrooms and I have fruit already. Oh, my inventory is completely full. What's on me? Everything's on me. Okay, well, the rover picked it up. That works. That's fine with me. Back on the seat and continue our journey. Let's get over there. So yeah, with that I can, yeah, I have fruit. I'm not gonna stop for this one here. I need, so I have wheat, fruit now, and mushrooms. I need vegetables. If I find a vegetable one, I'll pick it up. That's the other one that I'm going to need. There's silicon over here. Okay. Well, I'm here, so might as well just be here now. It didn't shoot me, so I got lucky. But I will do this just to make sure that we are on the safe side. Let's go ahead and deactivate this guy, just to be safe. No! Stop it, you son of a biscuit. Yeah. Did to me. He did to me. I'm just gonna grind this here because there's a turret right there. I don't even want to deal with it. Let's go ahead and pink it up. Let's get my 310, 100, 100. And this is the color setup for my build and repair. So, boom. I can literally just leave this rover here and it'll just eat it up now. So, paint this side too, all this parts. Cool. This is what I'm interested in right here. This is going to be very useful for the ship. See what's in the cargo. Anything interesting here? Okay, another 3,000 iron. I'll take that. That's pretty decent. That's something I could use. And I think over here there should be more materials. I think here. What's in here? The magnesium, cobalt. Okay, cool. Cobalt we can always use. And in here usually there's stuff too. Some silicon. Okay, iron, silicon, cobalt. A good little haul, actually. It's not bad. And what do you have? Tier 2s? We can just, I don't know, something with that. Very nice, very nice. So that we're not sitting here wasting time, I can just go ahead and take my little scout, and we can go back to the base. Leave that doing its thing for a few minutes. We'll come back and check on that in a little while. Um, and I'm going to start setting some block parameters on the ship. So a couple of things that I wanted to check out, and that's going to be the farm, right? And also the just the dimensions for the bedrooms, kitchen, and all that kind of stuff. This is what I kind of want to start setting up here, just so I know, so I have an idea of what I want to do. And I'll be 100% honest with you guys. I'll try my best to get things done today. I will try, but this is a lot of work. This is going to be a lot of detail work, a lot of things like that. And you know, knowing me, I'm going to change my mind 1,000 times, which is okay. And we will get things going in the long run here. Should be fun. So we are parked. We are on the ground. The rover is collecting stuff. At this point, I think it would be interesting to maybe set up the ship's build and repair system. It will need one eventually. I've been using the one on the rover. These are done. These can exit now. These can get out of here. Don't need them anymore. Right, so that could just be regular blocks. Let me change my build color here. Okay, let's go ahead and just copy the one that's here. Go ahead and fill these guys up. There we have it. So this is the space I have to work with. What I want to figure out is this. I would love to have a balcony here, right? So imagine the living room comes out to this end here, right? Front of the ship is over there. This is the back. So I would love to have like an extra area here to build like a nice cozy spot. It's gonna be like a chill spot, right? Maybe something like this. Take a look at that. So that's the butt end of the ship right here, the back end. 2 thrusters pushing forward, 2 braking, and then we have 6 to lift. So when we leave atmosphere, we're just gonna leave it flat to the ground, right? It's going to be the way that we do this. I do have space to add another thruster here if I truly need it and want to. As of right now, I think it's just going to be this way. I have space for what? 1, 2, 3. I could technically even fit one right there. Not forget, the miner doesn't really stay here. It's a temporary fix for the situation, and I can always just lower it down to the ground too, where it would be able to what do I mean? It would be out of the way. I could technically park the miner down here where the ore detector is if I really need to, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. So with this being said, let's start building the shape of the ship here. So I'm thinking, right? Because I'm going to need 3 floors, I can do this here, right? So we have the bottom floor. This is where the kitchen, all that stuff's going to go. This is going to be the second flooring, right? This is going to be the wall, and this is going to be the roof for the second flooring. So technically, this ship will be this tall, right? This being flooring. And that being the roof. Now let's take a little flight backwards. Do I like that design? I think that I'm not in love with how that slope happens in the back there, to be honest with you. I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna play around with a few designs here. I like the height. I think that'll work. What's not working for me is the slope. Let's go ahead and get this out of here. So maybe what I can do is this instead. Let's start with this guy. There. There. Do I want to do like a slope like this? So this was wall, floor. Oops, wrong one there. And then I'm thinking. I'm cooking over here. How does this look? So floor, wall, floor, wall. I need one more. It means the cockpit area goes here. Then I would have that slope that I want. I still don't like it, to be honest. Let's see. Let's try one more thing here. Stop it. Because I did start with that there. Let's see. What if I start just? What if I just start with this? Right. This is the outside still. Oh, I think I got it. So what I'm gonna do is one block, then start with that. Okay, so this is what I meant. That. So we have floor, wall, floor, right? Since this is flooring, it's going to go to this here. And then we're gonna go to the second wall, which will start here. Right? Yeah. And then we have that wall, and then the roof. Okay. Fly away, take a look. So there we go. We have the floor, the wall, second floor, wall, roof. Yep. That's it. That's what's gonna happen. Go to maybe about there. I think that's the for the cockpit. Bring the roof up forward. Like so. And then I'm thinking we slope straight down from here. Right? Like so.
Fuel low.
Get my fuel up. And grab a little bit more coffee. Yes, you got all of the chat points, my friend. Really awesome. I appreciate you helping out, Sam. Again, my friend, always a pleasure having you out here. Yeah, let's try to set something up for next week, man. Go ahead and turn this off. I think I made a boo-boo. Took my thing out of here. My refuel station. Let me see. Where do I have a refuel station here? I don't really. I took it out of here because it was in the rover. Okay, I'm gonna do another one. Let's see. Refuel station. How does this look? I do one of these here. Do one of these here. That way I have a spot to refuel over here. Go. Let's take a peek off to the side here. So yeah, I think that'll look cool. And then the truth of the matter is that the farm is also going to be tall here, so it won't be that much bigger, right? I think it'll work out. I think it will. So essentially, it will be. Yeah, I'm going to start building it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how far did I go here? I went all the way down to here. Let's continue to bring this way. Continue to keep doing this. Like so. Get that edge there. This might change a lot by the time I'm done with it. I'm not even 100% sure how I'm going to do all of this yet, but it's something. It's something. Something. Go ahead and put a block there just for structure right now. There and there. Then we can just bring it all up. Same way we did on the opposite side. I think this could work, right? So this gives us a, oops, wrong button, a decent visual here of what this is going to look like. And again, I still have the farm to put at the front here, which is going to be pretty interesting to do. Now, the cryopod. It needs to connect to something in here. And it needs to be part of the medical bay, I think. Or I can put it in here. Not too sure what to do with it as of right this moment. I know it's got to come with us. Know that much. Right? And I'm also... I'm really considering putting an extra thruster on this. Like a large industrial. Just because it would make it look a little bit more interesting in terms of let's see, what if I did one of these guys right there, one of these, right? Just went crazy with it like that. I think that would look kind of cool. But even better so, I think the opposite would be good. Like if that one was the top one and that one was the bottom one, I think it would look even better. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I think that's my decision on this. So, I have to go check on my rover here soon-ish.
Inventory full.
So I was thinking this, right? We get one of these guys like that, right there, and then one of the little ones Not little, but these guys right there. So I would have 4 of them going forward. And I think that would look nice. I'm going to go with this design.
Inventory full.
Go.
Inventory full.
Clean this out. And I'll do the same over here. Right? So that could go right there, and then we can have the industrial right there. Look at that. I think that's going to look pretty nice. I think this is going to be a freaking cool design, man. Need to decide where I want to put my algae farms. That's going to be a thing. Going to go fly to my rover. I'm going to go get that, and I'll be right back. I think it should be done by now, collecting all the parts for that, from that wreck. Oh, I forgot the scout. I just kind of backpacked it, but that's fine. Look at that, it's almost done. Got like nothing left. It might be full, to be honest with you, which is why it didn't collect anymore. How are we doing? No, we're good. Let's finish collecting this stuff.
Inventory full.
There we go.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Whoa, that was kind of weird. Are we full or something? What's going on here? Oh yeah, that's exactly what's going on here. No worries. I still got my personal inventory to fill up, and those connectors can still be filled up. So we'll be okay. We'll get these guys going here. Finish collecting the little tiny bit that's left. What is this thing? Oh. Details. Okay. There's a little something here. I think we're good to go. I think we are good to go. Let's go ahead and take the rover back, and we'll have plenty of materials to work with for the... Don't tell me this is these vegetables. Are those veggies? I think they might be. I don't know. Might collect a few of these along the way too, because I need them. Where is it? Right here. Nah, these are vegetables. Those are not. This is something I do need. Oh, they're fruits. Whatever. They look different from afar. Whatever. It's all stuff that we can use in the long run anyways. I'm not too worried. And let's go. Go ahead and head back towards the base with a full cargo. This is a good haul. Look at all the stuff we got. Let's hide the empty ones. So everything that's full. Building repairs are full with a bunch of stuff. The connectors are full with a bunch of stuff. We managed to get all the parts for a reactor, right? We have some parts for a reactor. 82,000 space credits. I don't even know that I'm doing economy on this save, to be honest. Maybe. I don't know. We can set it up or not. So yeah, it was a decent haul. We're pretty full. Let's head back to base and start parking it up on the rover again. Overall, a good haul. It'll help us with our building, and once again, I want to try my best to get the structure of this ship going. I think that's a good design there where we have going on. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do the farm as of yet, but I do want it to be neat, you know? I want it to be nice and clean looking. But let's go over to our... Okay, this is pretty steep here. Let's be careful. Oh, okay. Now we're flying. Let's be very careful. Okay. That could have been bad. Not very smooth terrain here. Let's see. Slowly. I don't want to bottom out this rover. Although I built it as high as possible there, look how much those wheels move when they do hit, like, terrain. And that's not great. I mean, we are pretty heavy after all, right? Like, we do have a lot of weight on the rover. So, gotta be careful. Very careful. Take it easy, take it slow. We'll be okay. And there's another building up there that I can go collect too. Here we are, back at the base. Oh, this is so nice. Park them up. Building repairs are already working with the stuff that's in the rover. Nice and slow. No need to rush here. This is pretty cool that it's completely full and still able to completely drive up here, right? And this was all part of what I was designing initially. To make it all make sense. I mean, I really want this to work on other planets. I'm really worried about the other planets, really. Like if I get, like for example, like a Pertam type of planet gravity, it might struggle, you know. I'll be honest. I'm trying to overcome for all of that stuff as I'm designing here, but here we go. Go ahead and lock that. Boom. Everything is connected. We're good to go. We are good to go. Big Hoffa! Nice to see you, my friend. It's been some time since I've seen you too. I'm glad you're here. Here we are doing a live stream, just like in the old days. And you know, let me fly around. I don't know if you just walked in or not. I got to see the ship, but check it out. This is what we have so far. The bottom part is airtight. The refinery assembler area is all good to go. That part's decently good to go. I need to set up my living quarters, cockpit up here now, and a farm up front is the next step. That's what I need to do. I don't know how much of it I'll be able to accomplish today. This is a lot of work, and but I want to at least set up the perimeters of what I'm going to be building here. And this is the original pod of the series. right? What started it all. And this has to travel with me no matter where I go. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put it in the ship. I'm thinking that I think I might put it in the back end here. Like, you know, if this is going to be like a living room area, maybe I can put it about where the cockpit is right there, the command console. Did I get these right? My measurements right, so 1, 2, 1 and 2. Okay, yeah, we're good with that. And this is kind of what I'm thinking for this interior area. So this is flooring. This is where the floor is going to be. Right there. Cockpit here. So I'm hoping that we can fly it from about this level. Where the cryo is, that's going to be a farm, right? So lots of things to design. Yes, it's very blue right now. I haven't really been trying to paint it. I've just been building, to be honest with you. I'm thinking I might go with my my original Siberia colors, the black, yellow, and maybe a little red in there as well.
Fuel low.
Once I get things going. I need to go refuel. Yeah, this is the bay down here. Refinery assembler area right here. I'm using the refineries as a way to get up here, as a matter of fact. I'm not loving that section yet. I still want to redo that. So there's a lot of stuff. Am I out of hydrogen already? I think I'm out of hydrogen already. Yep, I'm out of hydrogen. Not good. I need to go to the miner and go get some ice. I need some ice really badly. I need a lot of ice. Get to the chopper. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's see here. Why is it doing this to me? Give me this stuff. Don't need that. What are you doing now? Collecting stuff. Whatever. Let's get ice. Go to my ice hole right here. Collect a bunch of ice, and I've been running my engines on that. That's why I'm burning through a lot of the hydrogen. I think it might be time to set up like a drill, just so I can collect a bunch of ice. For as much as this does collect, it's still a small grid, and it's not enough. Keep loading it, and we'll be okay here. Might have to turn off the engines momentarily just to get some hydrogen built up. But let's see here. Connect. There we go. Engines. Go ahead and turn these guys off. These are on. Rover engines are off. Okay, cool. These guys are on, and these are the ones that are burning everything. There you go. Now I'm refueling again. Okay, cargo. Let's get the large cargo. Emptying. Throw everything in here. And empty. How are we doing? Good. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna collect a little bit more ice, and I think this might be where I leave off for this week's stream, right? No, I don't have Pam set up on this. I could set up Pam, I guess. Is Pam still working? I'll be honest with you. Last Pam I set up, the ship kept on causing issues with the save. It kept on not only misaligning, but I think it has something to do with the realistic solar panel that I am running on this in this game. This is not your typical stationary game. So I don't know if Pam is able to read the GPS system that what's it called, the realistic solar system has. Here, let me pull up here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Yeah. So you understand, Hoffa, the planets actually move on the save. They're not stationary objects like we're used to, you know? I understand what you mean, like not having played for a little while. I kind of took a break from Space Engineers myself a little while back. Which I'm glad I did, because now I came back fresh and now I feel like feels better, you know? And there's been a lot of updates. It's been a lot of new things to Space Engineers. And the modding community has done some awesome stuff. So let me park this here and I will show you what I'm talking about. So I'm not burning through my food. Let me jump into the cryo right here. All right, so this is what I mean. Slash, what was it, TSC? Yeah, TSC, right? So I'm going to go to my F8 menu here so we can see what's going on, right? So this is the planet that I'm at. Let me take the markers off. So this is Lantha, the planet that I'm at right now. This particular planet is, here's the orbit, right? We are, this is our star. And as you can see, our star has its own orbit right there, right? That big line that it's following, it's where it's orbiting. So sometimes we are close to that black hole, sometimes we're not. Part of traveling in this save is actually determined by how far you are from certain planets, right? Like, let me show you. Right now, I do have to actually open my full display. So Trithorn, right? That's one light year or something. That's what it's called. But look at that. It's like 250,000 kilometers far from our planet. And we're over here. That's about how far it is, right? So imagine how many jump drives it would take to fly that far. Yes, this is a mod. It's called the Trithorn Cluster. Or there's a few different versions of it, the realistic solar system. And I can come here and set up the planets just like I like it. So around that black hole, you have other planets with other moons, right? You see those? Those are each like different bodies, and they're moving at their own speed. So this is why I think Pam doesn't work on this, because it can't keep up with this motion of the GPS systems. So let me take this out of here. And when I go to my personal GPS, what happens is, this is how the game renders it, right? So every time I make a GPS, the game makes one also. So right now, for example, my home, I have this one here, right? It's my home. The game goes and creates its own version. And these here are continuously changing. So these GPSs have to be updated to keep going. So I did try to put Pam on this save, and it just did not work, man. It just did not work for me. But oh, we got some crazy weather, crazy weather. And I think that's what happened every time. Like it did the first trip and it worked. I guess until the planet moves enough, right? That's um, that's how long it takes for it to update. So I gave up on the whole Pam thing. I am planning. I don't know. I'm probably gonna do a big drilling machine of some sort. I will be able to get more materials in the long run here. We are still in the beginning stages. Right now, the main idea is just to get mobile, just to get functional with this ship. Um, and I spent way too much time perfecting my rover and my miner that I forgot to spend the time on my ship. So that's what I wanted to do today. And I think we did pretty well. We did a good advancement today. But I am about ready
Fuel
to call it
low.
a day here. As of my development for today, I think that I did pretty good today. So, whoa, where are we? Right, but it's pretty cool. So from here, we're going to this next planet here, which is the moon of our planet, actually. And if I can time everything right, we might be able to come close enough to one of the other planets. I don't know where it's at right now, but there are a few different stars here too. So we are working with this star. That one over there is another star. I think there's a third one somewhere. It's like a realistic solar system. You can't, which is kind of cool. The thing I like about it, and you have to actually plan things out. Like right now, we're on the sunny side, so we don't really see the moon. So we have to wait for the moon to go all the way around the planet before I can launch towards it. I mean, I can always travel around the planet and go meet it, but you know, part of the fun. Um, so right now we're building the ship so that we can eventually do that. And even so, that moon's gonna be like 800 kilometers away, which is one of the closest bodies of where we're at, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I am going to go back to my ship here. I am going to go ahead and jump into my cryopod, and I am going to say, thank you very much for joining me today, guys. I appreciate you guys. I had a lot of fun. I will be back tomorrow. We're doing a Drive Beyond Horizons live stream again tomorrow. We are going to finish the Speedle. If you have been following me while we're doing the Drive Beyond Horizons live stream, I want to say thank you guys for all of you guys that commented today. Sam, was a pleasure to see you. Hafa, awesome to see you too. And everybody else that joined us in the stream today. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. Love you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Always helps me a lot. And I will see you tomorrow around the same time. It's noon my time here, which is going to be what, probably 1 p.m. American time, Florida time. So I will set up an hour a pre-delay on the live stream so you guys can catch that and see it. All right. So everybody have a beautiful day, and I will catch you on the next one. Thank you so much for joining me.